Hello friends, welcome to the Trading Temple channel. Today we're going to analyze the Avalanche coin, and we'll also take a look at the NEAR protocol coin. As you can see, this is the Avalanche chart. The price is close to $17, and over the past month and a half we've seen a significant drop in crypto. Especially when it comes to altcoins, they have dropped quite a lot, and this particular coin has fallen by almost 56%, reaching a level that is actually a bit more interesting for us as traders. For those who are long-term investors, well, experiencing a sharp price drop of 56% can really seem tough. But for those who are sitting on cash right now, it's the best opportunity. They can make a good trade on these two coins that I'm going to introduce because they've reached a really good position, and with low risk, they can make a very nice profit. All right, let's take a look at the chart. As you can see, the price is at $17, and today AVAX has dropped by almost 10%, which is a very sharp decline. As you can see, Bitcoin has also dropped by about 3% today. Right now, the AVAX chart has almost reached a very critical support level. We talked about this area when it was in this range, and when it broke out of this range and moved upward, we were quite confident that it could hold this very strong support level. But unfortunately, even with the good bounce it had here, the liquidation that happened on Friday about 2 or 3 weeks ago messed things up for some altcoins, especially this coin, which caused the price to even drop below the lower end of this range, and now the price has almost reached the lowest level within this range, which is between $14.50 to $16. It has a very strong support there, which has been tested 3 times, and this is the 4th time it's being tested. It could give this coin a good bounce, and we'll see what happens in the next few days. Personally, I think it can recover, but it needs a good green volume to be able to return to this first area towards $20. If it can break through the $20 mark, it's very likely to move in this direction and go on to fill these gaps here. But personally, I think it will be very difficult for it if it wants to go above this level. If it goes above $26, it will be very difficult because in this area we also have a very strong moving average that can reject the price and push it down. But since it's now close to the lowest level within this range, it could give the price a jolt and move upward. And you can also see that Avalanche's RSI has almost reached oversold, which is a very good opportunity for traders in this area. And one thing we should remember is that if Avalanche loses this area, it will become very difficult for it, and nothing else will be able to stop it. Its price could even drop to $8 in the medium term. We need to make sure that the risk we take is below our stop here so that we can get a better profit. All right, that was it for Avalanche. Let's also take a look at NEAR protocol and see what it's doing. NEAR protocol situation is almost the same as Avalanche's. You can see that it's been stuck in this very heavy range, which has lasted for almost 10 months. We've talked a lot about NEAR protocol, saying that it might be able to break out of this range to the upside in this area, but it couldn't. And after the liquidation, the price dropped. We even talked about the price being here and said that this area is a strong resistance. It needs to break through it for us to become bullish on NEAR protocol. But unfortunately, NEAR protocol was rejected at this level. And as we had estimated, if the price got rejected here, there was a chance it would drop to this area. The support level, I've marked its price here, and it's very important that this level I've written here holds. If it doesn't hold, NEAR protocol will drop down to almost $1 and will experience a sharp decline. This area is extremely critical for NEAR protocol to hold. This is its last support level. It must hold. It can be a very good position for traders. If the market manages to bounce back, they can get a very good risk to reward ratio. On this coin, because it's close to one of its strong supports, which has been tested twice so far, and both times it had very good bounces to the top of the range. It could bounce back to the top of the range, but it needs to hold this level. If this level is lost, it will become very difficult for NEAR protocol. I've shown before what happens if the range moves downward, right? we have a similar case called ICP. You can see that ICP, if you imagine this range as near protocol, it's in a range. But if this range is broken to the downside, meaning it loses the support level, it goes down. A backtest bang, it goes lower. And this may happen to near protocolum. If it loses this support level, the short term may have a good bounce in this area because really almost all altcoins are oversold now and many of them have found very good prices. You can make a really good trade on them, but you have to be careful not to lose this level. Let's not forget that this support level is very important. In the short term, we don't see anything bullish in near protocol for now, as long as the support holds. And if we want to get really bullish on near protocol, as I mentioned before, it has to break through these two boxes because there is a resistance here in these two boxes, one resistance here and another one in this area, which has formed along with the moving averages and so on. Honestly, this area is a very tough zone. Even after breaking through these two, it will reach the top of the range. But I think if it can break through these two, it will eventually be able to break this range to the upside. But to sum up, the overall situation in crypto isn't very good right now, and we'll have to see what happens in the next few days. But right now, these two coins I just talked about are both in a very good position, as they're both close to a very strong support level. That was today's video about these two coins. I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe, and don't forget that trading is never 100% certain. Everything is based on probability. Until the next video, goodbye.